Alright, so this is the catch-up video for attempt 4, because we actually made it a decent way, and I thought it was going to be too much to miss. So it's going to just be all the major fights, a bit like what we did in the Crystal Run, but I'm not going to include all the walking, it's just going to be major fights in anything of importance. So pretty much, we start the game, name myself Toilet as always, pick Torchic due to the trainer ID, which is part of the rules, so we got Torchic again, which was pretty cool. I did a lot better in this run in comparison to the previous one as well, despite, granted, there's a reason why, I reckon. We hit Roxanne, it's simple, everything's pretty sped up because I was playing on it sped up, and a lot of these fights are pretty mundane. I slowed down some of the more important ones where stuff actually happened, were a bit more interesting. This here was just a water gun fight, back and forwards. So coming up, I was worried about the Brawley fight, right? Because up to the point of Brawley, I had about 5 Poochyenas, a Torchic, which was a combustion at this point, and a Azumarill, and maybe, like, I think I had an Incada, and and Whismur, of course, but I wasn't getting louder and stuff. And then we got this happened. This run would have died if I did not catch this thing. I guarantee, because with this thing, it evolves at level 16. Alright, lucky as fuck catch. Lucky as fuck. There's no way we would have gotten any further, because with this, we sweep Brawley. There's pauses here and there if I'm checking text and changing episodes. You know what I do when I'm grinding or redoing stuff. Yeah, and with this, it's just nuts. And then we move on to the second rival fight. Technically, or the third one, technically. I don't know. Nothing happened with that second rival fight. And this is where I realized that it's probably, I guess, how scary Swampert would have been if Brendan got a final form starter, just because of this. It was 2 runs in a row that a mud shot from Marsh Tom almost wiped something out. In the first run 3, it almost took out Lombre in a single thing, which was just ridiculous. But then, yeah, we just water gun fight it back and forwards. It's not resistant because it's half ground, so lucky there. The next fight is Watson. So this fight, once the Marsh Top was done, there's nothing really here. So yeah, like I was saying before, I did a lot better in this run. You'll see what happens, of course, as well. Why the fuck would I be doing this if we didn't see what happened? But yeah, just too much had happened. There was 7 badges, or like 6 badges to get through, and a bunch of stuff like that. Not to mention with fights like this. So the plan here was to use Gloom's Sleep Powder on the Magneton and the Manectric, right? I had Cherry Berry on Arserball, so we should have been pretty good to go. And then I think that was a crit. I should have paid more attention there, but I think that was a crit. Another reason why, just to show how good Kadabra is, and the only reason why the run got as far as it did, or like how it caught back up. So put to sleep, back to Arserball, Embid, fantastic. Gloom, if you see any extra Pokemon too, because you know I've got that rule of matching the gym leaders, it's the same thing before, that I just wanted to utilize the gym's experience across other Pokemon, because really, grinding isn't a skill. Really, all you do is put up with it. But the fact that I can throttle on a cartridge, it's not the hardest thing in the world. It just comes down to EV training. This one here, it's amazing how different in this run that I saw, especially how different the outcomes can be when you know what their potential first move is. Hence why going into camera ups now, yeah, and moving to a Azumarill, just, yeah, because it went for focus energy, and you knew its next move was going to be probably Rock Throw or Magnitude, and just get Combustion out of the way. Just get Combustion out of the way. It was easy. Flannery, it's quick sweep to Torkoal, quite easy. The plan here was to move, for some reason my original plan was to move to Numel, because Numel was a female and it wouldn't get affected by a track. So it'd be a clean switch into a Magnitude. But I didn't change. I don't know why I didn't. Just wasn't paying attention. And then I bring out Numel, get paralyzed, go for the Magnitude, fully paralyzed, nothing happens. And yeah, I was training up, and then that was it. Like, compared to the last Flannery fight we had in the 3rd attempt, like, just night and day, night and day. This normal fight wasn't too bad. Start with Arse Ball, switch to Mightyena to get to for a free switching, because I used Combustion for the whole gym for the double kick, and then miss out on the Psybeam by going to Mightyena. That was the plan there. And then Facade, and I just, yeah, I wasn't as lucky as in the previous one with that. But still, the fact that this Slaking really does 2/3 of fuck all when it comes down to how it attacks and stuff, and you can just kind of set up from then. It's a bit of a poor form. I honestly feel like maybe the two Slakings and the Vigoroth in Ruby and Sapphire were harder. Manectric, man, never realized it was so good until this run. I never really used one ever, but I was pretty stoked to get this thing. It doesn't have static though, so that kind of sucked. But I go through a lot of this stuff in the next episode as well, so I'm gonna post this before I post 19. Oh, I'm showing this fight once again because this was one that I struggled with. If you remember this fight where I lost something, here. I can't remember what it was. But I lost something. And just to show once again how good Kadabra is, like, I'm probably gonna have to. I would ban Kadabra if it wasn't so hard to obtain. Like it just has too much of a chance of running away. 3rd rival fight or 4th one, depending on how you want to look at it. Once again, was worried about Marshtomp, swap into Terraform. I realised Ninjas has no fucking moves at this stage. He's got nothing. He sucks. I found that a lot with this game, which is movesets were still pretty subpar to what they should have been. No real plan going into this. It was just kind of like fight the thing. Going into Winona though, I had the plan of baiting out the Earthquake on Altaria by switching into Ninjask, as you see here, because then that misses. Then hopefully bait out the Aerial Ace, right? Go to Kecleon to copy that to guarantee a Dragon Breath. But then I just went for it to go to Dragon Breath into Gantz because he has Cherry Berry on him, but it didn't matter. He used Dragon Dance instead. Another case of just they use different moves. Like they used Dragon Dance the first time, this time, when last time they used Earthquake, so it didn't really work anyway. But I'm trying. That's the thing, I guess. I'm trying. And then just a stupid ass back and forwards with stuff before I finally just change to Manectric and finish it off. Then we go into the final maxi fight for this video. Just a quick video. He has Persimberry on him to stop the Swagger confusion, and there we go. And then it's pretty much a sweep from here, because I think I struggled with the Swagger on the previous run. So yeah, it is just kind of nuts how, because that's the last fight. I just want to show all the major ones. I didn't run into any shinies. I didn't, yeah, nothing nuts happened or anything like that. So yeah, that's just a quick catch up. Now we're back up to Tate and Liza. We're back up to Gym 8. Everything's caught up. Nothing crazy happened. They got no shinies. I think I only lost like 2 Pokemon in the entire catch up. The run's looking good. I mean, look, full transparency, I've finished the run. I'm editing and recording this so much later than I wanted to. But, you know, shit happens. What are you going to do about it? So anyway, we've caught back up. I feel like I did pretty good with most of those fights. It is just insane, like, if you are doing Nuzlocks and trying to get through stuff, honestly, pay attention to the first move of, especially their aces, especially the Pokemon that you know you're going to have trouble with. Just focus on that first move, and if you do lose, keep it in mind, because if you can play around that, chances are you can screw with the AI's entire kind of plan, because their movesets aren't that diverse. Yeah, their movesets aren't that diverse. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll continue watching the run. Leave a comment down below, because as you saw, I named my Combustion Arseball after a comment. You know, I won't always get there on time, because I'm always like 6 or something videos ahead of when you see it, just because I'm busy doing other things, so I just kind of get the time I can and start going. Haven't started anything new yet or anything, because I will admit the Emerald Run is finished, but you don't know how many episodes that's going to be, so suck it. You don't know how far ahead I am, so bite me. But yeah, so just, you know, I'm not going to quit anyway. It was only attempt 4, so even if it's like another, like really, I could probably do 20 attempts before I get bored of it. Not that it, you know, who knows, was it 20 attempts? Ooh. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in, I think it's part 19. Part 19. Alright, take it easy. Bye.